Hi, I'm Rich with insideHPC. We're here at ISC'13 in Leipzig, Germany, and I'm here with Brent Gorda from Intel, formerly WhamCloud.
Hi, Rich.
Hi. So Brent, you're the best person probably to ask this. What's going on in the Lustre community? How's it feeling these days?
As evidenced by the breakfast meeting this morning, I think we can say that Luster's back in play on stable ground and rising in favor, especially in this community.
So it was a breakfast meeting, a big panel discussion, people from EOFS, OpenSFS, a lot of users.
A lot of users. It was interesting how they put users on one end and developers on the other end, and a combination of the users who develop in the middle, and had different topics for each piece of that panel. There were 10 people on the panel. It was quite large. Full room of interested bodies watching and interacting.
So this audience, is looking, they're trying to generate broadening the Lustre community, right?
Exactly.
So to that note, now you guys had an announcement last week in San Francisco.
We did.
It's kind of targeted right at the enterprise. What was that about?
It is. It is called the Intel Enterprise Edition for Lustre software, and you can think of it as a Red Hat model where my team, who does the open releases for the community, we have bundled that up with other software technologies from Intel, and we're offering that as a subscription service through a channel to end users. And we call it enterprise, but really it's applicable for sites that don't want to dedicate bodies to the file system. So while we may say it's for Wall Street and so on, it's actually for everybody who wants to approach this highly capable technology without dedicating too much manpower to it.
So what's a good analogy out there in the open source world? Is it something like a Linux distribution like, say, Red Hat? Is that the way to look at it?
That's exactly what it's like.
Well,
it's
wait for the enterprise to get support.
Right. It brings much more confidence to an open source tool that's very capable. All open source projects that have been successful have a nice community development model with lots of contributors, and then they have a professional, strongly backed offering, such as an enterprise version, for companies that want to take advantage of this technology, want the support that goes along with that.
And along those lines, one of your partners out there I thought was interesting was Hitachi, who has a big footprint in the enterprise with storage.
HDS.
Yeah, they understand that market and what those customer needs are, and they're going to take that enterprise hardware and put Lustre on it. I thought that was fascinating.
It is. We think it's a very big market, right? HPC is our lifeblood, and everybody loves HPC, but when you start looking at the market sizes of enterprise, the numbers get real big real quick. And so all along at WhamCloud, we talked about we want to rally together a community and try to grow that community so that the hardware vendors would have more opportunities to sell, and the costs would come down, quite honestly, for the HPC people who have really shouldered the cost of bringing this technology forward. So
this enterprise edition for Lustre from Intel, this is for sale, right? But
this is offered as a service through the channel, right? It's open source GPL code, so you don't do any license sort of models here. But there's a subscription to the support services, and it's offered through now 38 different partners have signed up to offer this. And it will come with Intel marketing and 24/7 support, and we're even talking about indemnification on the code. Maybe it's a US only thing, but many companies are a little timid to approach an open source stack for fear that there could be patented works in there and they could be exposing themselves. Well, we'll be indemnifying users of this version of the code.
Well, that sounds like a great step forward. So would you be the latest version of Lustre, which is what, 2.4?
2.4 is the latest version. It is true that we will be going to market with the latest version, but what we're promising to do is to take the best version. So it may not be always the latest. It may be in front of the latest. For example, HSM is a key feature that people are looking for. We will have that in the very next release. Whether or not it makes it fully into the tree, we will put the extra effort into make it available for the enterprise market.